official beginning of the service. Thank you so much for being here this morning. This will be our Shotsuki Hoyo for the month of February.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome to our Shotsuki Hoyo service. The first Sunday of each month, we have our monthly memorial service to honor those members of our temple and our family friends who have passed away during the month of February. Sensei will now read the names of those loved ones who passed away, in whose loving memory this morning's service is being conducted. If you are here observing in person somebody who has passed away, please come forward as Sensei reads the name of your departed loved one and burn some incense. Thank you.
I will then, if I may, read the names of our friends, family, acquaintances, loved ones who we know passed away in the month of February. February Shotsuki Hoyo list. Arnold, Jan Fujitaki, Tane. Fujimoto, Nami. Furumoto, Masaru. Goto, Dorothy. Goto, Chiyoko. Hanamoto, Moto. Harabe, Mikio. Harabe, Kinue. Hino, Ito. Hirata, Sen. Ishikawa Toshio, Ito Mary, Ito Yuki, Kajikawa Niichi, Kajikawa Uta, Kamon Mieko, Kawahara Kazuo, Kawamoto Kumajiro, Kawashima Michika, Kawashima Mitsuyori, Kitaguchi Tamako, Kobayashi Tama, Kurata Henry, Masumoto Katsuno, Matsubala Toshie, Matsui Kimito, Matsuoka Rin Ichi, Mito Sai, Miyashita Sasuke, Morino Shizue, Morishita Tsuta, Nagano Shizue, Naito Ketsuichi. Nishimoto Jisoichi, Nishimura Setsu, Nishimura Shizue, Ogura Shuichi, Okazaki Ki, Otaki Hide, Okuno Kiyono, Okuno Nisaku, Omura Fumi, Omura Yasumatsu, Oyama Toshiki, Saide Kame, Sakahara Ura, Sakamoto Chino, Sakamoto George Masaru, Shimizu Rui, Shirozu Natsuko, Soga Yukio, Sogi Kono, Sugimoto Ruri, Sunairi Kame, Sunairi Shigeru, Takahashi Yo, Takenouchi Kichi, Takenouchi Seiichi, Tamanaha Roy Koichi, Tashima Hisayo, Tomotani Hideji, Tsuchiya Setsu, Tsukida Kuninori, Tsukida Sakuhe, Umeta Kanichi, Umeta Kiyoshi, Watanabe Sara, Yamane Me, Yamasaki Takashi. Thank you very much. These are the names of those we know, friends, family, and loved ones who passed in the month of February. If you had someone pass on in February and their name's not on our list, let us know. There's no charge for this. We'll be happy to add them on our list. And their name will be read once a month every year into perpetuity. We will now continue with our service. Jeannie is your chair. No.
Thank you, Sensei. Well, it was working just a couple minutes ago. It's not working now, so let's see. No? Well, that's how technology works.
No.
If you please stand, I have an opening meditation reading. Many things occur in our human lives, but whatever difficulties or sadness we may have experienced, if we can look upon our lives as being rare and wondrous events, then we will have truly lived. Jitsuen Kakehashi. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you. Please be seated. Next, we're going to have Sutra chanting. So if you'll open up the Shinshu Buddhist Service book to page 33, we will chant
gengi ijin mugoku yoten mi muyo tosha nichigaten mani shuko enyo kaishten nonpe yunyaku jumoku nyorai yogen shosei murin shongaku daion koru jipo kaimon shojin kammai chie itoku muryo shuksho keiyu jintai zennen shobuten hokai ujin jinno kungo gaitai mumyo yokunu seison yomu Ninno shi jintoku muryo kukun kodai jinmyo komyo iso shinno daisen anga sabuten taisho o kado shoji mifu gedaten fuse joi Kainin shojin yo de sammai shie ijo gote ngodya Uyo isai shito shobuten funyo gudo kensho hugyaku kinyo ngodya shobuten sekai bufu kage mushu sendo komyo shisho kenshisho kunyo de shojin Ijin nanryo yoga sabuten kokudo daichi goshu kimyo dojo chozaten kokunyo naion nimu toso kato aimin dodaten isai jipo laisho shinnet sho Ito ga koku keiraku annon kobuten shinmyo ega shinsho otsugan no hi rikisho shoyoku jippo seison chie muge yoryo shison shiga shingyo keiryo shinshi Shoku dokuchu Gagyo shojin nin Ganya shikudoku Yodo sei isai Dohon modai shinna onyo on la Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu.
Since you warmed up your voice, we'll have a Gatha next, in Lumbini's garden, page 117. So if you'll rise and use those beautiful voices to sing together, we will sing in Lumbini's garden, followed by a reflective recitation, so please remain standing.
Softly blew the breezes on that glorious morn in Lumbini's garden, where Siddhartha through the earth and heavens, strains of music rang. Gods and men and angels, all for worship came. Glory to Siddhartha, glory to his name.
So if you turn to page 9 in the service book, we will read the Shin Buddhist life principles together with Sensei. Page 9, bottom half of the page.
Okay, thank you. Shin Buddhist life principles. Entrusting in the vow of the Buddha, calling out the Buddha's name, I will pass through the journey of life with strength and joy. Revering the light of the Buddha, reflecting upon my imperfect self, I will strive to live a life of gratitude. Following the teachings of the Buddha, discerning the right path, I will share the true Dharma with all. Rejoicing in the compassion of the Buddha, respecting and aiding all sentient beings, I will work towards the welfare of society and the world. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you very much. Please be seated. And I think it was a joint committee of ministers and lay people, but a bunch of people put this together, and I quite like it, actually. This morning, good morning. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us this morning. As usual, I must thank Alan Goto and Kathy Kumagai for the tech side of it, Kyoko Okura Gibbs for doing the flowers, and Jeannie Toshima, of course, for being our chairperson. This is our Shotsuki Hoyo service for the month of February. While we're holding this service on February 5th of 2023, the service is dedicated to all our temple members, friends, their families, and acquaintances, all who passed in the month of February. We read again the names of those we know who had passed in February, and of one year or another. Let us know if you'd like us to add a name to this list. One of those names, Jan Elizabeth Arnold, is the name of my first wife, who died of heart disease February 29th of 1984. It's a funny day to die, February 29th. Mainichi only comes up every 4 years. If you have lost someone close to you, I hope that you accept my sincere condolences. If you lost them in the month of February, 1 year or another, please think of this service as being held in their honor. This service is held in their honor. Uncharacteristically, I would like, as part of the Dharma message, to begin with a brief session of metta meditation. So I'm going to ask you to hold these thoughts and feelings along with me. I used the bell for this. we use our system. Two beginning. Happy. May no harm come to me. May I live in peace. May I be healthy and happy. May no harm come to me. May I live in peace. May I be healthy and happy. May no harm come to me. May I live in peace. May my family and I be healthy and happy. May no harm come to us. May we live in peace. May my family and I be healthy and happy. May no harm come to us. May we live in peace. May everyone who is kind to me be healthy and happy. May no harm come to them. May they live in peace. May everyone who is kind to me be healthy and happy. May no harm come to them. May they live in peace. May everyone who is kind to me be healthy and happy. May no harm come to them. May they live in peace. May even those who are unkind to me be healthy and happy. May no harm come to them. May they live in peace. May even those who are unkind to me be healthy and happy. May no harm come to them. May they live in peace. May all living beings be healthy and happy. May no harm come to us. May we live in peace. May all living beings be healthy and happy. May no harm come to us. May we live in peace. May all living beings be healthy and happy. May no harm come. Well, thank you for joining me in that meditation. We don't usually do meditative practices because our school of Buddhism, Jodo, Shinshu, Hongwanji, is concerned that people might think that meditation is a prerequisite to enlightenment. If we put out practices for you, we're afraid you might think that they're prerequisites for enlightenment to occur. There are no prerequisites for awakening to Buddhahood. Awakening to the truth, joy, and goodness of Buddhahood is our birthright. It will happen one day. For living beings, there's only three possibilities. One is that we follow the path of the Buddha Dharma and awake to Buddhahood. And that happens all the time in various parts of the universe. The people waking up here, there, and everywhere. Look at one of those Hubble telescopes or one of the other telescope pictures of the universe. Shots from Utah, where there's, from the mountains in Utah, where you can see everywhere you look, there's light. There's no black sky, you know. That's the truth out there. There's all those places. People are waking up all the time. It's quite common to follow the path of the Buddha and wake up to enlightenment. The other thing that happens is that people sometimes just wake up on their own. They just get it. They just walk and, oh, I see this is connected to that, and everything's like it's one big thing, and like I'm it, and we're it, and you're it, and we're all together. Is people keep spinning in samsara. We keep going through the same old, repeating the same patterns over and over. That's what happens if we don't wake up. And when we're doing it, it doesn't seem so bad to us, you know? Try taking Vipassana meditation where they pay attention to how comfortable their body is. The first thing you notice is how uncomfortable you are. And then you start noticing that you're miserable all the time physically. If you look at life, honestly, it's very challenging. This life is very challenging. And so we like to stay in our delusions, stay on TV, continue to watch the football, even though you don't care which team wins. But we all got to figure out by the next couple of weeks who we want to win the Super Bowl, because probably none of us are deeply committed to either of those teams. I mean, this stuff, the silly stuff we spend our time thinking about, the balloon, the Chinese balloon, is it down? Did they get all the data from it? I don't care. I don't care about the Chinese spy balloon. We keep spinning in that stuff until we wake up, until we know we got to get out of here. We got to stop it. And that's of course, the Lotus Sutra has the story of the burning house, the three children stuck in the burning house. The father comes back. The father is a symbol of the Buddha. And he can't get the kids out of this burning house because samsara seems okay while you're doing it. Just spinning around, doing the same old, it's fun. And so the kids want carts, and so he knows what kind they want, and he offers them what they want: deer cart, goat-pulled cart, ox-pulled cart. So I'm going to update it. We're going to talk cars. So he comes up, and the house is burning. The kids don't see the house is burning. Jimmy, I got a charger out here for you, and Shirley wants a little different than the other two. And you tell her, Shirley, I got a Fiat out here for you. But when they come out, you give them a Studebaker Commander fully restored V8. Or if they don't want that, you give them a Rolls Royce. You give them an Alfa Romeo. You give them something so remarkable they could have never imagined it. All they've ever seen was a Ford. That's what the story is saying. It's saying you can't picture what enlightenment is. You can't picture what it's like to let this burden go, get out of samsara, to quit the same old, same old. You couldn't imagine it. So picture it like this. Picture it as the best thing you know. If it's a Ford, it's a Ford. If it's a Dodge, it's a Dodge. Some people, it's a Lamborghini, not me. But we have to be drawn out of this house because we don't mind spinning in samsara, but we will suffer. If you've been driving Fords all your life, you won't know what to expect. It's not that we deliberately did the meditation or the meta meditation. It's not that that's naughty or anything. It's not that you shouldn't meditate. Meditation is like putting on an extra sweater on a mild winter day. If you feel you need it, go ahead. It might help, On the other hand, if it's a mild winter day, maybe your shirt and jacket are enough. You want the extra sweater? It's up to you. We don't usually wear those sweaters, but we did today. I drove a Ford for years. But we're all going to wake up one day, but some feel they can't make it without expedience, like meditation or mantra or mudra, some special practice. And we realize the light is shining. When that wish becomes a promise, an active commitment, it is the vow of Amida Buddha, the fundamental vow of all the Buddhas to liberate us. What's really expressed in the vow of Amida Buddha is the promise that things will be better for everyone. At last week's Winter Pacific seminar, Professor Jessica Main mentioned that if you're just feeling like, I wish things were different. I wish things were different. That's kind of self-centered, I wish things were different for me, but as soon as you just switch the object, I wish things were different for everybody. I wish things were different for the feral cats and the coyotes and you and me and every living thing. That's no longer selfish. That's sneaking onto the scale of compassion. Wishing that things would be better for everyone is something broader than self-centeredness. And what I'm saying is that the wish that things would be better for everyone is the urge to compassion, and that urge is what matures into the vows of Amida Buddha. The vows of all the Buddhas are based on those four fundamental vows, the Bodhisattva vows. They elaborate and add as they go on. But the four basic vows that Shakyamuni Buddha, that Amida Buddha, that all the Buddhas make, that is implicit in their lives, if not explicit, the four promises are, although destructive urges arise endlessly, I am going to be free of them. Although the truth is, infinite. I'm going to learn it. Elaborate. They add specific promises. Some of those specific promises are deep and some not so deep. So Amida Buddha adds 44 promises to those 4, and those include that you'll never have to do laundry again. And monks got tired of laundering their robes. They really did. So okay, when you go to the Pure Land, in the Pure Realm, when you need a new clean robe, it's just there, okay? No more laundry. Not the deepest thing in the world, but it really helped those monks to relax. I'm so tired of doing laundry, thank goodness, when I get there. Others are rather deep, like vow number 11 is that you will have a wisdom light that you can extend in all directions to help everyone. That's deep. The deep intent of all the vows is the inclusion of all living things in the enlightened realms. The deep intention of all the vows. So while this will not be one of my longer Dharma talks, we started with the fundamental human problem, which is death, coping with death, the fundamental problem addressed by all schools of Buddhism, probably by all religions. And that's where we started, the inevitability of death. And we moved all the way on to the culmination of Mahayana Buddhism in the vow of universal liberation. The intent behind all the promises of all the Buddhas and the fundamental meaning of the Buddha of you got to start there. It might be a little selfish. I wish things were different. Yes, I do. I really do. But not for me, too. And for all my friends. And for the people, as we meditated, even those who are mean to me. the cold guy at the donut shop, right? Everybody. This wish that things could be different is a wise hope. And it ceases to be selfish when it becomes the hope that things become better for everyone. When we begin to wish that things could be better for everyone, we have slid over to the compassion side of the scale, so to speak. To act to make this come true, to act to make life better for many, is to be a truly decent human being. To act effectively to liberate many from suffering and delusion is to be a bodhisattva. To fulfill that project is to enter into the reality of the pure realm of joy, to be enlightened, and to drag innumerable other persons into the light with you. We did that little bit of meditation to notice that it mirrors the intent behind the vows of all the vows and all the promises of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, that hope that things would be better for everyone. Meditation is shining on us, warming us, illuminating our path. We then, thankfully, respond by living as gently, as decently as we can. We try to respond by living as gently and as decently as we can. So shimashou. Shall we try to live gratefully and gently? That is my hope and wish, on which I will close the Dharma Message portion of the service. Those who wish to, please join Kansho. We rely upon the source of limitless wisdom and endless life. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Manda Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you.
Thank you, Sensei, for your wonderful message and all the reminders of how we should live our life. If you please rise for our closing reflective reading. If I could remember where I put it. Oops. Let us cease from wrath and refrain from angry looks, nor let us be resentful when others differ from us. For all beings have hearts, and each heart has its own leanings. Their right is our wrong, and our right is their wrong. We are not unquestionably sages. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Please be seated. We have some announcements. Can I get to the screen? Try it. It doesn't want to connect. So anyway, let me do it without the technology so I have all my announcements in here. So, today we had a memorial service. After service, some of us are heading over for our BWA annual luncheon. Next, in a couple weeks, March 16th, we have the Panda fundraiser. And then on the 19th, 2 weeks from now, right? We have the Pet Memorial Service on February 19th. And then just want to remind you that there's a dance and tickets are on sale now. Go to the website to get to the link. In March, we have several guest speakers. March 5th, we have Reverend Takata. Is he going to be in person? Yes. Reverend Takata will be here to offer a Dharma message on the 5th. The 12th, our guest speaker will be Reverend Tetsuo Uno, who is going to be giving us a Dharma via Zoom. And I just want to remind you with Cairo, starting this week, they have their quality of life website, and we have other information on the Cairo page of our website about some workshops that we're going to be having here on personal safety. So Marvin?
Good morning. My name is Marvin Inoue, and I'm a volunteer facilitator at the Japanese American National Museum. And I just wanted, since there's a number of people that normally we'll see on Sunday, I just wanted to let you know that they have this book that was created called the Ireicho, and it's where you can pay respects to any of your ancestors that were incarcerated in any of the concentration camps or detention centers during World War II. You need to make a reservation, call the museum and make a reservation to stand and pay respects to them. The reason being that you need to make a reservation is because the book is about the thickness of a Gutenberg Bible, and the names in the book are not in alphabetical order. They are in birth date order. So it's important that you know the birth date of the people that you are trying to pay respects to that were in the camps. Thank you.
Okay, two things, just the other thing is, the Buddhist Women's Association is supposed to be at the Gaucho Grill at 11:15. That is a 25-minute drive, and we have 28 minutes to get there. So we're going to wrap it up pretty quick here.
Thank you. So I need to thank Howard, our substitute organist today. Yay, Howard. So again, thank you for attending today's service. We are having pickleball tomorrow, but we're not playing pickleball today. So if you're going to join us for pickleball, it's tomorrow at 11 o'clock, okay? And Sensei has his Tai Chi Tuesday and Thursday this week
Yeah,
again.
Tuesday and Thursday through the month of February. I'm going to have to take 2 weeks off in March probably, but we're doing Tuesday, Thursday, 1 o'clock through February, and we will resume in mid-March.
So if you did not get a chance to offer incense when you first entered, please offer incense before you leave and drive safely wherever you go. And Sensei said we're going to do the BWA installation at the restaurant because earlier nobody was here. Okay, so drive home safe. Thank you.